Hi, welcome back to my channel. It is Halloween yet again, and I'm really looking forward to Sexy Squid Game contestant being this year's costume of the year. I would go with Sexy Squid Game VIP, but last year was the year to incorporate a mask into your costume. Now it's kind of old hat. Last year for Halloween, I made a video about Twitches, and that was great fun. So this year, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So, I'm making a video about Twitches 2. It is just a little bit different from the first one. Also, if you're one of the newer people from my John Mulaney video, thank you. Thanks for checking this video out. I hope you stick around. Okay, so I know I said I wanted something a little different from the first one, but this movie starts the exact same way as the first movie. And I don't mean like with the plot. I mean the movie just looks and sounds the exact same.
The darkness raged across the magical land of Coventry. Once upon a time.
I had to look and make sure that I didn't put on the wrong Twitches movie. They recap the first one and kind of make it seem like their mom might be the evil darkness.
And destroyed the darkness forever. Mom!
And then it's revealed that the darkness might not have been defeated?
Or did they?
What?
Aaron, I miss you so much.
The shitty first-person effect they use for the shadows will never not be funny. To just go from a regular shot of someone walking down a hallway to 2005 Windows Movie Maker is always going to be funny to me. Fearing what might be lurking in her late husband's study, Miranda makes the door to the study all bricked up. Hold on, that's not... No, I mean, she seals off the door to the study. Now we get to see the stars. The Twitches. Cameron is complaining that she can't sleep because Alex is up all night filling out papers for college, but she makes it sound like Alex is applying for college despite both being 21 and attending the same college she does. She wants to try and load the dishwasher with her magic, and she can open the dishwasher successfully, but getting the dishes in is another story. She nearly decapitates her dad and almost stabs her housekeeper. And she had that same level of success with her dad's car. I don't know why she was trying to put a car into the dishwasher. Regardless, it's in many pieces now.
Gosh, this would be so much easier if someone would just write all this magic stuff down. I'm pretty much having to figure everything out by trial and error.
No one wrote how to do magic down? I don't know, that seems like a grave oversight. Especially because in the first movie, they read a bunch of spells that Alex wrote down when she was like 7. Is that all of the written record of magic that there is? Ileana and Karsh have been kicking it a long time, so maybe they just didn't write any magic down because they were there when magic was invented or discovered. I don't know which is the correct word to use in this scenario. While she's at the table, Cameron's brooch activates and she rushes to Alex, who is asleep and possibly in danger. Carlos danger. Danger! That is the worst joke in this video, so thank you. And it was written exclusively for my mom. I thought the danger might be this dude who's standing over her with his arms crossed while she's asleep. But no, that's not it. The smoke monster sneaks under the door and then reaches out to grab Alex, and Cameron folds up the bed to ward off the spirit.
What is your problem? I thought I saw something. Or at least I thought I saw something. Now I'm not exactly sure what I saw.
Hey, that's the same thing twice. You can't say that. I thought you were dead. What? Who told you that? Or at least, I thought you were dead. No, yeah, I know that's what you thought. How? Because you just said it. Changing your inflection doesn't change the fact that you just said the same thing twice. I'm not really sure how long ago Alex moved in because they're both still 21, which means it's been less than a year since the events of last movie. But their mom talks about it like Alex has been living there for a couple of weeks, while Cameron says defeating Thantos felt like just yesterday. And Ileana talks about defeating Thanatos like it happened yesterday too. But I guess with her, she's a fucking old-ass, ancient-ass being. So months for us probably feel like days to her just with how long she's been alive. Regardless, it's clear that these twin witches don't get along. Alex makes Cameron look like a member of the Blue Man Group. Cameron turns Alex into a furry. You know, sibling stuff. Then the dad sees the shadow, but it's not the spooky smoke monster that's been lurking around or the hand that reached out to grab Alex. No, it's just some little guy in a cape.
What's the matter?
I don't know, I thought I'd...
So it's not quite as intimidating. Finally, the best part of the movie shows up. Ileana and Karsh are here. Ileana has unfortunately been recast, but the chemistry between the couple is still there.
You know what? I never liked those shoes. They make you look short and make your nose look big.
Oh, I don't think his nose looks that big.
Okay, guys. Sorry, but you know, kind of in a hurry.
We're getting married!
Wasn't this covered in the last movie anyway? Don't we already know that they're getting married? It doesn't matter. The microphone keeps butting into this scene anyway. The sisters gotta go back to Coventry by request of their mom, but only Cameron does because Alex is too busy with school stuff. Miranda is worried about securing the kingdom from the potential threat she suspects, but all Cameron wants to do is the fun stuff about princessing.
Princessing. Going to balls, riding in carriages, waving. I'm really good at waving.
Something is moving through the Shadowlands. We don't know what. We don't know who, but Miranda suspects it might be Thanatos, back to take his revenge. So Ileana is going to be Cameron's teacher. She's finally going to learn how to use magic.
Should I insist that Alex return to Coventry? And by insist, I mean beg, plead, and cajole.
No. For now, she might actually be safer in her own dimension.
If Alex might be safer in her own dimension, why did you request that the Twitches come back to Coventry? We know that the sisters are like Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine, stronger together. So if our dimension is safer, why ask that the Twitches go back to Coventry and put both of them at risk? It's one in a series of questionable decisions made by Miranda as a leader, but I'll get into that later. Cameron is getting all princessed up as she wanted to, and she finds some magic books. So someone did write this down, you just didn't own the book. I wish someone wrote down how to make mozzarella crusted chicken with blistered tomatoes and potato wedges, but no one has. I've been trying by trial and error, but last time I ended up making steak tartare. Just because you don't know how to do it doesn't mean no one's written it down. Someone has, and on easy to follow recipe cards. Guys, today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. But she looks down at the book, waves her fingers at the vase, and then it just kind of floats until it goes flying across the room. Luckily, this boy caught it, and so he hands her the vase, and she just drops it.
Oh.
Dimitri is the boy's name, and he is part of the staff here at the castle. Cameron has a little crush on him, which, you guessed it, is against the rules.
I prefer not to use titles.
No reason I can't talk to her.
No reason except for the fact you broke like 1,400 laws.
That's too weird of a number for it to be an exaggeration. If he said 1,000,000 or like even 1,000, I'd believe that he was just, you know, using hyperbole for dramatic effect. But 1,400 makes me think that he did break that number or close to that number of laws. And Coventry has a rigid, unjust class system. At college, Alex runs into Marcus, who is Cameron's ex-boyfriend. The two of them flirt a little, and then the super shitty shadow cam is back. And now he's taken over Marcus's body, and you can tell because he's the only one with a big-ass shadow. I don't see how that's any better than being the smoke monster, except when you're the smoke monster, you can move faster and go through any space that has a hole in it, and you aren't bound to the speed of a human. Also, all of these college kids just walk right next to the smoke monster, and none of them notice it. It just seems silly to attach yourself to some dude. Now back to Cameron stuck in wall because bad at magic. Karsh spanks her, and Ileana kicks her ass because these two are for sure freaky. And now she's out of the wall. Cameron is suspicious that something is amiss, but Ileana puts her fears to bed.
No, not really. Well, okay, there is kind of a force looming, a really dark thing, and if you go around any corner at any time, it could...
Wedding details. We have some wedding things.
We do?
Yes, we do.
Something is definitely wrong.
Something tells me something bad is about to happen. I don't know why, but I'm just getting that kind of a hunch. And then something bad does happen. Cameron gets chased by a shadow, but it drops the ring her father was wearing when he died. And it has his symbol on it. So there's no way anyone else could have gotten a ring with a moon on it. Marcus is outside staring at the house because he has a shadow within him and it is clearly fixated on Alex. Cameron returns and it's clear she still has feelings for Marcus, but she's got to tell Alex the news. The ring has a moon on it, so it means their dad is still alive.
Cameron, what did you find? What did I... Yeah, when you came in, you said that you found... Look. It just appeared out of nowhere. Literally. It has our father's crest on it. I know. So it is true. This is a sign. He's alive.
Do you think she would react like this anytime she saw anything with the crescent moon? Huh. Yo.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, do you know what country Camille Nanjiani's from? I actually don't know. Let me look. He's from Pakistan.
Is my dad still alive?
So just chill out. You know, drink a 7-Up, eat a moon pie.
Is my dad still alive? Yo, I'm about to watch Shrek. Do you want to join me?
Nah. Alright.
Is my dad still alive?
Alex believes her dad is trapped in the Shadowlands, and she wants to save him.
Juliana, harsh.
Good. You're still safe.
What's wrong?
Thanatos is back.
Eh?
Thanatos is back.
Eh?
Thanatos is back.
Eh?
Santos is back.
Eh?
I think Thanatos is back.
Eh?
I kind of feel bad for Thanatos because I'm assuming he's named after Thanatos from Greek mythology, who can look like this or like this, but in this, he looks like this. He's named after the personification of death, and he looks like two kids stacked in a trench coat.
Shadows exist on their own here?
Oh, yes, yeah.
It's in that world, the world of the shadows, that Thanatos is hiding and plotting his return. I just hope we're not too late. The moon is half in darkness. You have a connection to the Shadowlands. He's using you.
But the ring.
The moon is always half in darkness. That's the minimum amount of darkness that the moon has at any given time. That's why there's a dark side of the moon. I watched a documentary about it in middle school. I went to watch that documentary again. God, is it good. It's also the next day now. Let's keep going. Their mom wants them to do a vanquishing spell to exterminate all of everything in the Shadowlands. But that's where they think their dad is. And this spell is no joke.
I need them to perform the vanquishing spell.
Well, that's not possible. They can't do a vanquishing spell.
I don't think we have any other choice.
But they're not ready.
Then get them ready.
She talks about it with such intensity, and she even tells these other people that they've got to prepare for this vanquishing spell.
Prepare for the spell.
Yes, my queen.
Which makes me think that it, like, just summons a bomb or something given its severity and scope.
All right, now.
What is with the characters in this movie and saying things twice?
He's alive. Cameron, I think our father is still alive.
We know! We know that's what you think. They're learning how to cast the vanquishing spell, and the music turns into the closest thing to Harry Potter something can.
So what you need... All right. Hey, a little help, please! As I was saying, you need equal parts sun and equal parts moon!
Without getting Joe's lawyers involved.
Who's Joe?
Joe is Joe
Joe
Rowling,
Rama.
J.K. Rowling.
The power of the sun and the forces of the moon become one in our quest. All right, stay focused. All our energy and concentration has to be on... Dimitri!
What? So they're holding hands, and then the other one lets go, and then... Whoa! I guess it makes sense if they're like pulling on each other as they're leaning back, so they're like this, with their arms like this. Yeah, this is real scientific. But then she wouldn't be able to just like be there, look, and just walk away. Like she'd have to... This is getting way too analytical.
Hey,
Hi. Sorry, I don't want to disturb you guys.
Oh, you weren't disturbing us. We were just moving around. Yeah. And Dimitri is so amazing. He totally showed me how to fix things. Look!
Just because you know how to fix it doesn't mean you should break it. Can you imagine if someone did this in like a job interview? Oh, it says here you worked as a mechanic? Yeah, my dad actually owned a mechanic shop for a while, so I would work there in the summers, and I know a thing or two about what's under the hood. Fix my car. What? So you lied to me? No, I mean, I can fix it. It's just, like the saying, if it ain't broke, don't break it, because it's not broken. Why would you break it? But it is broken. I broke it. Yeah, and you didn't have to. And I always thought the saying was, if it ain't broke, break it. Why would you go around breaking things that are perfectly fine? I don't know. So you gonna fix my car? No! This movie explains nepotism better than any other piece of art ever will.
Well, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But your job doesn't define who you are.
Well, no, of course not. Who your parents are does.
But old Dimitri wants to borrow some magic to impress Cameron, which Alex think is proof that Thantos has taken him over.
My magic? Why would you want that?
Well, so I can do something special for Cameron.
Well, don't you have any of your own?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
What happened?
Are you all right? It was Thantos. I know it. He tried to take over Dimitri's shadow.
Well, where is he now?
He's in there.
Where?
In there.
Where?
He's in there.
The teapot is rattling, and she is pointing at the teapot, and I'm looking directly at the teapot, and I'm a magic user, so I know weird magic shit can happen all the time. Where?
He's in there.
Now both of the Twitches are on Coventry, and they spot the bricked up door. I said it again. Damn it. The door with the bricks in front of it. But it turns out these aren't ordinary bricks. They see it as a wall, but they can pass right through it. And so they go through, and they're in the spooky hallway, and then the shadow starts chasing them, and the slow-mo shadow cam never gets old. It's just visual mush. They make it to the other side. They find their dad's study, and their mom is already in there waiting for them.
He was funny and sweet and strong. I was just about your age when I met him at the Winter Festival. We ended up dancing the whole night together. And when it was over, he said he wanted to give me a present so I would remember him forever.
And that, children, is the story of how you two were conceived. He gave me a nice cream pie. No. He gave her a star, which is a pretty nice gift, I guess. She keeps telling them, your dad's dead. He's gone. He's never coming back. It's all Thantos getting in your head. But when the girls leave, she looks at the portrait of their dad on the wall and says, I'm so sorry.
I don't have any other choice.
But there is! You know there is! Alex keeps telling you there is!
People keep telling me that I have the gift of knowing, right?
I have not heard a single person say that to you, but do go on.
Well, guess what? I know that our father is still out there. And I'm not going to destroy our hopes of ever seeing him again by doing some stupid spell.
And then the shadow takes over someone else's body for no reason. He takes her to the housemaid. She gets Cameron to open the door, leaves, and then the shadow goes under the door. Why didn't you just go under the door? In the first place, everyone's asleep. It's nighttime. Anyway, Alex fully believes her dad is alive because he draws the star on the window, like the star he gave her mom. So she rushes to tell Miranda the good news.
Miranda! I was calling you.
Yeah, I know. I am right here, and you just yelled my own name into my own face. What's going on? Miranda doesn't want to hear any of it.
We know where he is.
I don't want to hear another word about your father. I never should have told you that story.
You don't care about us. You don't even care about Aaron. All you care about is your precious kingdom.
That's what I'm saying. You've got a strict class system where the lower class lacks the abilities of the ruling class, not because they did anything wrong, but because of who they were born to.
And I suppose you thought taking away everyone's magic was also for the best.
And the ruling class does not give a shit about anyone in the lower class.
Can I get some tea, please?
And can I get one of those chicken salad sandwiches with the crust cut off? Ooh, and some olives. I love me the olives.
I could use a chiropractor.
Absolutely no rush on that chicken salad.
And instead of potentially saving her husband, she wants to obliterate the land he resides in to defeat an enemy who, need I remind you last time, was bamboozled by two people who learned about magic that day and a curtain. And then after this big, intense confrontation where the mother and daughter are at blows with each other and is possibly going to fracture this family, the door bounces away just like usual. The Twitches are back in their dad's study, and Cameron is pleading with Alex to give up her dreams of saving her father and just do the vanquishing spell. That is, until a big book with a moon on it lands on the table. And the book opens to a page for a freedom spell, which will help a soul trapped in the Shadowlands to escape back to reality. Like maybe their dad, who's still alive. And the freedom spell is nearly identical to the vanquishing spell, except for the very last line, which Cameron has to say, so she gets to decide which spell they do. It's finally the solar eclipse, so the twins are at their most powerful, and they go to cast the spell. Alex wants to do the freedom spell, but Cameron has the last words of the incantation, and she casts the vanquishing spell, which ends up being like a little ball of light that just smashes into everything, searching for shadows in the Shadowland. It's not really that good at vanquishing because Alex and the ball of light are in a room with a shadow, and the light ball smashes into every fucking wall and everything except for the thing it's actually supposed to be vanquishing. Alex gives her magic to the shadow to try and save it from that glowing ball of incompetence. And now her dad is finally going to escape the shadows. Wait a second. That isn't their dad.
Santos.
No! That's right. Coventry's bad boy is back, bitches. By bad boy, I mean like he is a evil, immoral human. Like he's not nice or good or anything like that. He and the Twitches head back to Earth to go after their father. It takes them to the closet and through their room and through the living room where their dad has fallen over, and I'm stalling now because this next scene features Thantos torturing someone. I'm not sure why they put it in this children's movie, but if you're a younger viewer, just avert your eyes. Yeah, it's tough to watch. Thantos finds their dad, and then everyone heads right back to Coventry. And the solar eclipse is still happening, so Twitches are still at maximum power.
As soon as the sun comes out from behind the moon, your beloved husband and father will be no more.
Well, I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon, because the solar eclipse started 10 movie minutes ago, which means it's been longer than that even. I think maybe this guy got stuck, and when Thantos brought up the fact that it was still the same, it was like, oh, I'm sorry, that's my bad, you guys. You know, like there's new John Mulaney, Olivia Munn rumors, and they might have broken up, and so that's gonna be just that's a mess. Sorry, let me get back to moving. Thantos knocks the dad down, and they all give their dad all their powers, and he knocks Thantos down, and then they all get happy, and Thantos does this, which is terrifying, but their dad knocks him into a big hole where he'll never be seen again. Probably, I mean, given this movie, no one's ever really gone. No one says any words for way too long. And then it's time for Elena and Karsh's wedding, where no one actually claps, they just pretend to.
You did that to me. That was lovely. How could you say that?
Oh, what a beautiful wedding. What a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a waiter. And yes, but what a shame. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. What was your favorite part of the movie? Ooh, that was pretty good. But my favorite part was when Alex's best friend from the first movie, who literally gave her a place to live when she didn't have one, wasn't in this movie at all. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and you wouldn't mind leaving a like or subscribing, I'd really appreciate that too. I'll be back again next week with a new video, my very first cooking video, where I show you how to make one teeny tiny Fruit Loop. Again, thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot to me. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.